So the police responding to reports of an active shooter today at the University of Kentucky, and it turned out again to be a hoax. I mean, not the first one even today. Same thing happened earlier at the University of West Virginia, and it's an alarming new trend that's been taking off across the country just with students heading back for the fall semester. And you see these shooting hoaxes. They've been reported at least a dozen colleges around the United States. I mean, Villanova targeted a second time over the weekend, days after there was another swatting incident, as they call it, that led to lockdowns and a major law enforcement response. Remember that we covered that initial report live on this show on the air. Take a look. There's breaking news from Villanova University in Pennsylvania at this hour. Just coming into us are reports of an active shooter either on or near the Villanova campus. We don't have a lot of information, as is always the case almost when these situations break. And eventually we found out, again, it was a hoax. Rich McHugh, our NewsNation investigative correspondent, joins us. He's been looking into this. Man, it's been something to see it day after day. What's going on here, Rich?
Well, it's certainly a terrifying trend, Connell. You know, we were talking that day when it happened, where I was talking to your producers, and I even knew people that were on campus at Villanova when that happened, and they were terrified. They thought there was truly an active shooter. It turns out it was a cruel hoax. The president of the university came out and said it that very day. That same day, there was one in Tennessee, but it was just chaos on campus, and it's happened at, as you said, 12 different schools around the United States. And just 2 happened today. University of South Carolina, Boulder, Iowa State, Kansas State University, University of New Hampshire, Northern Arizona, University of Arkansas. Here's the University of Arkansas Chief of Police on how they're going to go after this.
We're starting to look at where the phone calls came from, what we might be able to do as far as tracing or pinging cell phones. We take this very seriously. Law enforcement is going to respond. We are going to continue to try to find this individual or these individuals, and we will prosecute to the amount that we're able to.
Now, in talking with the FBI today, they tell me they are actively looking at this. They're working with law enforcement partners. Jennifer Coffendiver, she spent 25 years in the FBI and worked in a major swatting case in her career. I asked her about this. She said, look, these actors are likely not in the United States. They're likely using voice over IP to disguise their identity and their location. But here's what she had to say.
It's just a slow process, but a process that works to slowly go back and identify where the true call was made from. In some of these cases, it's overseas. In some of these cases, it's throughout the rest of the country. This isn't anything that's going to be occurring at Villanova or at the University of South Carolina.
Now, the FBI did give us a statement, and I want to read part of that statement. They say, quote, "We take potential hoax threats very seriously because it puts innocent people at risk. Knowingly providing false information to emergency service agencies about a possible threat to life drains law enforcement resources, costs thousands of dollars, and most importantly, puts innocent people at risk." Jennifer Coffendiver says, look, they most likely will get this. It's going to take time, Connell, because these actors are not probably sitting in Villanova or University of Arkansas. They're likely overseas using these voice over IP things to disguise their identities.
Right. Makes it even tougher. Man, it is scary, though, especially for the kids and for the parents,
Terrifying.
obviously. Rich, thanks. Rich McHugh.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.